Greetings, everyone. I'm Director Arketer and Labs. Everything's just fine. Don't worry about it. I'm live with Fromun, who is in the process of sculpting his perfect woman. I assume. I didn't ask. He didn't tell. And that's fine.
The way the military likes to keep it.
Used to, anyway. Any case, welcome in chat, Nexus Hunter, Snipius 100. And as far as I can tell, that's all. Although there are 5 likes, which implies there are some lurkers further. For my part, I am using a different sculpting model than the sculpting program that I typically do, to try to make this Omegog suck less. And I think I can do it. First, I must get rid of these really, really sucky tentacles. That everyone, and I do mean absolutely everyone I know, have been stressing to me, do not properly represent Omegon's face tentacles properly at all. I'll fix that now, everyone.
Let's see, how am I going to run with this? Let me pull this stuff up quick, like. Okay, now we have that, then we're there. No. There.
This isn't the coolest tentacle tool I've ever used in one of these, but it'll do. Some better versions actually have suckers involved. As always, I can't necessarily see what's in chat, so
You know,
be patient.
say something worthwhile, and then, you know, I'll say it. But most of you haven't. Not there.
Hmm.
So separate that. That's going to be. What's the. Where is. Fan? Bring that set up properly. We can do a scope mode there. That. With that there, you know, honestly, I don't like the notion of the legs there, or not going down the legs.
Perhaps you can explain to everyone at home, the hell are you doing anyway? You have an aspiration for this project.
I'm making characters for the D&D game that we were originally planning on doing, and so I don't know what I'm gonna do with this. And if oh well, actually I can't see it, but I have a character thing up there where it's like I have characters and then I have this as an undecided name. I haven't figured out the lore. I just wanted to make a female character for it, so yeah.
Well, there you go.
I
He's creating his femsona.
I don't know. I've debated about turning this into a VTuber, but
Yeah, might as well. I have to say that in some cases, for all we know, we're seeing a not to throw any shade at any VTubers. I don't know enough YouTubers personally to even begin to do such a thing. But I know that MMORPG stands for Many Men Online Role-Playing Girls, and I'm thinking if a man can do a significantly feminine voice, there's a very good chance he'd create a VTuber just to be one, because they do so much better.
genres surrounding like the VTuber stuff where it's like there's actually like a guy who, you know, he talked like this the entire time, but you know he has like one of those VTuber types. I don't remember.
Okay, see, that's fairly honest. He's just basically playing Dr. Girlfriend, and that's hilarious. I hope he's doing well.
Ace. Something like that, you know, give it a kind of like a fabric look. I think I like the way that turns out. Same thing on the back.
Okay, next big thing. I screwed up all of this. All the arm tentacles. And I'm going to fix that. Full disclosure, this model of a skull that I'm using is not, well, made by me. I'm cheating a bit.
Ah, cheater, pumpkin eater.
But it's also too good to be Poe, so now I have to mess it up a bit, thus making an original piece technically sort of kind of okay, I guess.
Was that like your attempt at like the man's prayer?
No, that was nowhere near as well done. But thank you for mentioning the man's prayer and red green, thus pressing me a bit. All over,
Yeah.
and it ended so poorly. But yet prophetically, in the saddest of way.
Well, like what happened with them? They had particularly like an ending which well, so they, what I want to say, they ended their show in like 2005, but they kept on doing tours for until 2017.
I can still hear it in my head.
So that,
I hope everyone involved in that is still well.
from my understanding, they are. Steve Smith, the guy who plays Red Green, still does interviews and stuff like that with people. So let's see. Let's separate those. Let's just apply a mirror modifier and make sure those are the same.
was telling from this earlier, but the rest of you haven't heard it yet. I have to say it's getting damnably warm here. The coolant shortage isn't quite as bad as it has been in years past. Nevertheless, it is pretty unpleasant. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to stand to do VR in the future. In which case, my new plan is to I'll do Stable Diffusion instead. Use Stable Diffusion to perhaps modify and improve sculptures I've already made. Because that can be done, well, basically through my web browser. Incredibly brilliant stuff. I think that's what I will do. Bots, welcome in chat, and I will look myself in just a moment.
Let's see. Instead of a slut and a mind flayer, how about a slutty mind flayer? Just spitballing. I mean, I didn't say this character would be a slut.
So, kind of the mind flayer equivalent of a succubus. Ah, sure you can bang it, but it'll cost you your mind. Or your brain, anyway.
Well, you know, there's a game that's pretty much that. What is it? Suckers for Love, where it's a dating sim where you basically end up kissing and making out with your girlfriend becomes Cthulhu. Which, you know, that sounds like one of those things that you should play on stream, you know, like what you did with Doki Doki Literature Club.
You know, I also know there's something like that, that is where you summon Cthulhu and try to date them. Also ending reality, if you know. Where is the paint? Aha. There we go.
So that. Let's do a.
There we go. Something else I got wrong previously is that, for whatever reason, while Megon's face is typically blue, his arm tentacles at least are always purple. Actually, I don't like that either. I put the bottle there quite arbitrarily, just because he was doing whiskey tastings at the time. I'm going to eliminate it.
Let's see. There. Oh, that's why I didn't separate that. So let's make a new collection. Upper belt, lower belt, something like that. Okay, sweet. That there. Moves off there. What happened there? Oh, come on. Okay, and then you mirror modifier over there. I did that wrong. Face is there. Face is there. Get rid of that. And then take this and apply a mirror modifier there. Okay, and then let's take that there, that there, that there, and that there. Let's bevel. Let's hit bevel. Bevel, same way, about there. What mode? Come on. That's cool. I don't like how sometimes that works. That's good. Then apply a smoothness modifier. 0.5, and let's have that done 10 times. That works. Okay. I see people are just having fun with the word boobs. I approve. You know, I'm judging you all, but I approve.
Boobs are a fun word. They're a fun thing. They're just fun. Start to finish, boobs are fun and great. I don't think anyone... I think there are very few people who will dispute that. And if they do, they're probably just being... well, trying to be edgy contrarian if they are.
So let's just get ourselves set up with some half decent clothing. Like, this is like halfway between like a barbarian and a cleric at this point, which I kind of like as an idea. Like, I wanted to make some female characters because like the only other female character that I've made was the shopkeeper for the setup, and the way that I designed her is that like she's supposed to be the stored AI of basically like a porn star, but the company that found it just thought she was really appealing and made her the face of, you know, their general store.
Well, they, I suppose, weren't wrong.
Actually, you know what? Let's Let's get rid of that and just apply a solidify modifier. That's going to be a lot easier to work with. Solidify. Yeah, that looks good. Belts, I think those are fine as is, although I'll probably be doing like some little things like, you know, I'm going to take this right here, duplicate, and like do this right here and apply that right there, extrude inward like that. Actually, I want to set them to individual origins. Just do some little things, bits of accents, if you will.
Okay, catch up on the chat. Got big boobs, hoo-ha. Yeah, hoo-has. Zongas, melons. You know, if you've listened to Last House of Rats, we did play Shoulder Boulders, which basically goes through almost every single fun synonym for boobs.
Yes.
Stable diffusion is basically a type of computer generation that generates images based upon text prompts and, well, visual data given to it as well. It is something that is scaring a lot of people for its potential misuse, but I have to say they're mostly just really sensitive. I think most cases, we already had Photoshop. We can detect Photoshop. We can probably detect computer alterations in general.
Oh yeah,
Stable
it's pretty easy to do that stuff.
Yes, the main thing about Stable Diffusion is that it makes art generation a lot more accessible to even people like me, which I think has a lot of other artists concerned, because it's not done the same way they did it, and it's not done with the same skills they developed. But the results can be similar. Identical, though. If you're wondering about Stable Diffusion, if you go to AI Overlord, Postcards from AI Overlord on my Discord server, that's all created by forms of Stable Diffusion. In fact, the second most recent that I put there is in a Stable Diffusion that was generated by feeding this very sculpture into the program.
Just put that there. Cooking should be on. There we go. Anything I can really do there right now? I think that's fine. Then, like, how do I want to handle that? See, like, I'm kind of going off of the cuff with what I'm working with here. So, really, it's a big question of what do I want to really see in this. And so, like, if I take all of this, take away that, bring this inwards a little bit, I can do something interesting with this. I'm going to need to adjust this for posterity, though. Just kind of give it that realistic effect, if you will. Sculpt mode or object mode on that one, and sculpt it inwards. That there. I also wanted to have something nice right here, which would be good. So let's see. going to do there. Let's do hey. That right there. You pull you out a little bit. Do that there. My base. Let's get rid of that multi-res. I don't need that right now. Yeah, I'm liking how this is going.
Same here.
Okay. See, I like the fact that, like, you know, I just have a character with boobs, and that's all that chat can really talk about.
They have terrible powers to command attention.
Yeah. See, there you go. Now you got Kefki saying Omegog is looking cool too.
Thank you, Kefki. I'm going to even presume that wasn't the slightest bit of pity at all.
On a scale of 1 to, you know, Ark, how pitiful was it? I'm so mean. I feel bad for it. But at the same time, I shouldn't. This is the show. This is like half the premise of the show.
The premise of the show, in your own... It was never obligatorily thus. You think that someone in there is going, kind of like the show, Fromun's just not being cruel enough to Arketer.
Yes.
No, no one cares that much.
Okay. Let's change that mat cap a little bit. I always like this one. We have that there.
You can be nice and supportive if you want to.
Why would I do that?
I suppose there's no... Never mind. It's fine, it'll be fine.
You're doing very good, Ark, and you have a lot of people who say nice things about you.
I don't believe you. Yep, okay, I changed my mind. This is awkward, wrong, and makes me nervous. Go back to petty backbiting if you don't mind.
You can't tell me what to do, bitch.
There you go.
That right there. Got choker on. Is that the proper remesh? That is the remesh. Good, good. So then, that right there, we just need to throw that out a little bit. So let's do a smooth. I mean, I would not know. I am not a Japanese girl. Ark, would you know?
By the same grounds, clearly not. Also, I don't know what the question is.
Japanese girls would go wild over the tentacles.
You know, I'm not so certain they would. I mean, certainly there's a class that would. I don't imagine it's the average. As we all know, porn, to a very poorly developed, bad at rationalizing, borderline self-unaware mind, sets up unrealistic expectations. And that Japanese women love tentacles is probably one of them.
I like the way that looks. I'm debating on doing a spiked collar for her. At the same time, that one is elegant in its own right. I might change it to a necklace as well. It's just depending on how I feel. And chat will not persuade me.
Why not?
Because democracy is not necessarily a good thing. I mean, look at Star Wars. Once George Lucas got control, I think that honestly the prequels were pretty good.
No.
I mean, who doesn't like Jar Jar?
No, 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 no.
Well, now I have to put Jar Jar's face on her.
I thought you wanted me to participate in this particular project.
They want to, you know.
Yeah. Strictly speaking, a face that resembles Jar Jar is not so bad, but if I have to hear that voice ever again...
Yusa gonna go insane?
I may snap. Just a bit. Just a bit.
I don't like this madcap for the angles and everything. Nah, it's not good either. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't... Ooh, that needs to be... pulled out just a little bit.
I guess I should also get like a solidify of like a 0.2. I still haven't made the fingernails for them yet. Mainly because I'm not exactly happy with how the fingers look. Like, I want them to be just a little bit thinner towards the ends, but also, like they should be tapered a little bit, if you know what I mean. Just a little bit of tapering. Maybe slightly longer, but honestly, I think the length is fine. I can't tell if like you're on the toilet or making coffee.
I'm doing neither of these. I have no idea why you're saying that. I assume there's some background noise you're picking up?
Yeah, I don't know.
Chat, are you picking it up? This mystery noise? No idea.
Oh, perfect, but could be worse. I don't know. Could just, be Ark trying to like mess with me in some way.
I would assure you I'm not, but that would just potentially be something else I would say to gaslight you into thinking that I'm not messing with you in some fashion. Although if I were, I'm not, but I can be me anyway. Would you really not deserve it?
I don't deserve anything.
Hmm. Hmm.
I should probably lower that. That's fine. Let's also like do this here, just so that that's a little more even.
I mean, what are your thoughts on Stable Diffusion? I suppose it's really not so much different from Photoshop and past, it's just that you're having a AI do all the photoshopping as opposed to having human photoshopping.
I could not care less about it. I know how it works, it's just meh.
No, fair enough. I'm having a blast of it. And your complete apathy towards it will not take away from my joy.
Okay.
You won't ruin this for me. You really, simply will not. I thought you were going to. Saying, not possible. Because while I did phrase that like a incredibly petty ex-wife, or
You're an incredibly petty ex-wife.
I should hope not. That would be a very disturbing personal twist. Man.
Your face.
Oh, my chose tentacle where I meant smooth. That's what was happening.
That's why that was like that. Okay. Okay, I think this is turning out pretty nicely. Where's those fingertips there? Subdivision surface. here. There. Just doing some work, tweaking that there. I thought I had a. Oh, so I do have a solidify on here. Oh, that's just not showing. That's why. There we go. That there. That there. Increase the thickness of this just a little bit more. Just for the sake of move this forward, because apparently I like it to be like that. Okay.
Chat? Anything new in chat? Get inclined
Well,
on the audience.
yeah, you just got people, let's see. I don't know, does that mean Magog ate the rest of Poe? And then, you know, there are people saying lol to that. And announcing the number of likes. Yeah,
Excellent.
nothing.
How many likes are we up to?
9,
Ah,
apparently. I see 8, but you know, YouTube's a little.
yeah, YouTube lies. YouTube lies. Lies all the time. They lie so much. Such liars. Liar, liar.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Let's see. What do we got here? I have this. Then. Let's go on a bracer. Then a solidify. And small like that. That's a decent heft to it. Let's see. I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. So we have that there. I need to make the hair at some point, but just start shading this a little bit. So make a basic metal. I need to play around with the asset browser more. I always forget to do that. So metal, let's change the or actually the material. Just for the fact that I need something bland, but this will be metal. And that's just to let me know what I need to work on thus far. So then we turn up with the metallic. Assign. Moves off there. Oh, that there. See what? Let's bevel this. Make that metal, but I do want to bevel. Let's that there. Let's get rid of the X-ray because I think so that there, that there, that there, and all of that. I want to go to unwrap this, open up a texture paint. Okay. Then set this to be the editor. Texture paints. There we go. Good stuff. Now I have that set up. So we can apply a good texture to this. So color map. So I have that set up properly. Okay. And I can play around with that more later, but let's get back to shading. And we can do a material, metal, Material. Metal. Material. Metal. Sign. I might change these up. And bring those back to materials. That there. Sign that, just because I feel like that might be something a little more. Okay, I also want to do a noise texture there, and I want that go into my roughness. Now, if I tweak up that noise, I got maybe kind of a trim.
That should have been better, but I feel inclined to do so.
That's doing good so far. Turn up that roughness. The clear coat roughness I want to put up as well. Something like that. Pull this up. Secondly, what's that? Yeah, I figured as much. So let's pull this forward. That's I like the effect on the dress, but I'm not going to have it be that material. Well, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the dress per se. And I need to really get my asset browser set up before I start working with skin or anything like that. Material, then leather. Something like that, I think.
I still don't like about this, but I can't put my finger on what it is I don't like.
Is it the fact that you made it?
That may not be helping, but no, I don't think that's precisely.
Yeah. Like these peaks of the nose, nothing like the way that that's shaped to the side. Noses are always kind of weird to do in sculpting. Same thing with lips. I always feel like I'm doing too much and not enough there. Okay, so okay, eyes. I want to append from, where was it? It was from sci-fi fantasy throughout king material. I so then UV. I want UV unwrap. I want UV editing. UV unwrap. Back to shading. Save that. Where's my colors?
We have, let's see, catching up on chat. Oh, Magog is holding onto a burp skull. Poe, yes, presumably it was Poe's skull. That was the idea. And it would imply that a Magog might have eaten the rest of Poe? I don't know. Bones don't really seem quite great. Bird bones are famously terrible to eat in general. The Aspras. No idea. We're also to play with those. No idea. Gladiator shoulder shield.
Yes. I think I can have that. I need the eyes to be less bloodshot. That's down here, isn't it? No, that's not there. That's over here. And use the wrapper. Yeah, that's fine. Then where's the patch? Right there. Let's do some renaming. We are way over time, just so you know.
Yes, I saw. 5 minutes over. It's fine there.
Racer. If you'd like the show to keep on going, look at the description and you'll see that there is a link to our Streamlabs. And whatever you say, either me or Ark will need to repeat. Most likely Ark.
Most likely. Well, on request, I suppose. Strictly speaking, I can't actually see any Streamlabs that come in. That's your department.
Yeah, we haven't got anything. Okay. You know, I have some good skin setups. I just need to remember where they are. Let's see. Do I have? Let's see. Open. Go to my side quest works. That's not where it is. Sports. No, that's side. There's side quest. Fast. Lyra. Oh, no, that's way before. Where is open the Arcturus raid? No. Open Arcturus. This one? Yeah, okay. What did I do for her skin shading wise? Oh,
Okay, I'll have a good.
I used to be far worse at this.
I'll be able to get a good picture of this in this program. This have a screenshot function that I'm aware of. So I suppose this is where I stop for now, and I'll get in another program later. I don't really care to go any further over time.
Oh,
Are you at a stopping point on yours?
Yeah, I'm always at a stopping point on mine because I have a button called save. I need to get a good skin one eventually, but you know what? This is fine.
It is
A lot of
basically
work.
AI photo bashing. That is pretty much exactly what it is, but it's weirder still. It's something interesting. Anyway, is that your cursor, or does she have a nipple ring?
That is the 3D cursor. So like if I spawn in a block, it will spawn at the center of that cursor.
Understood. Its placing was clearly coincidental.
Your placing was clearly coincidental.
Okay then. Well, I'm just about done here. This has been great fun. I'm going to return to my
another good one.
tinkering.
Your
tinkering.
Sounds kind of gay.
I don't believe tinkering has ever been used in that context. I think you're thinking of twinkering. Twinkering is something else entirely. Tinkering, without the W, remains largely, pure.
Oh God. Sure. Put up the outro. Do it.
That's very well.